Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am making an easy vegetarian recipe today and I have chosen for you guys this gorgeous Moong Dal. It's called Lachko Moong. I learned the recipe from a lovely lady in Ahmedabad and I went to kind of research this book in India. I traveled a little bit and went to lots of people's houses who were very kindly letting me in and showed me how to cook food, cook some of the recipes. So Avani in Ahmedabad showed me how to make this Lachko Moong, which is just simply spiced whole Moong Dal. It is apparently one of the healthiest lentils out of all the lentils that exist. So I'm going to get the Moong Dal. There are two ways to cook it. You can cook it in a pan, I'll show you, or if you have a pressure cooker like I have one, you can cook it in pressure cooker. So let's get cooking. Before that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, and I will leave the link to the book in the description. It is out everywhere. You can find it in all the countries, most of them. So here is the whole Moong Dal, which is the green lentils, green moong, and this is very easily available in all supermarkets here. So get hold of this. Take 300 grams. Bit more. So one of the questions that I get asked so often, and I have to address it this time, is whenever I share a recipe of any dal, lentils, people ask, oh, have you soaked it? If I have soaked it, I will tell you in the video that, listen guys, soak it overnight or whatever. If I haven't mentioned it in the video, I'm not going to soak it and not tell you, because then the recipe won't work. And one of the biggest things I have is all my recipes work. Which I'm very proud of because I put in a lot of time and effort. Anyways, the point is that this is Moong Dal. I'm cooking it in a pressure cooker, so I don't have to soak it. But if you're not cooking it in pressure cooker, this dal takes a little bit of time to cook. So what I would advise is, and what I've advised in the book as well, is you soak this dal in lukewarm water for an hour, and that is going to reduce your cooking time. So I'm not going to do that, but if you are going to cook it in a pan, just soak it, I'll tell you, in the amount of water and leave it for 1 hour, and it'll slowly kind of start softening up, and then we'll cook it in the pan. So this is 300 grams of lentils. I'm going to add 1.5 liters of water, and if you're cooking it in a pan, use the same amount of 1.5 liters of water, but just leave it for an hour. If it's in a pressure cooker, then you can cook it straight away for 10 minutes in the cooker. So like I said, if you're doing it in a pressure cooker, cook it for 10 minutes, then let it sit. So, and if you're cooking it in a pan after soaking for an hour in warm water, then you only need around 35 minutes to cook. Or you can always keep an eye, because it's in a pan, you can see when it's done or not. I have to say, I got a bit sidetracked, and this was cooked 2 hours ago, but I haven't opened it because anyways you have to let the pressure go down, and I had something else to do, so I thought I'll leave it alone till it's more manageable temperature. Right, let's open and see how the dal is cooked. Here we go. Let's see what's going on in here. Ooh, nice. That is perfect actually. Look, can you see? It's fully cooked. It's mushy. Dal always should be mushy. Not just soft, it should be mushy. Only then you get the taste and flavor. So for the tadka, because this is a Gujarati recipe, they use a lot of peanut oil. Now you don't have to use peanut oil if you don't want to or don't have allergies of any sorts. You can use rapeseed oil. You can even use ghee if you want. That's absolutely fine. So you've got 2 to 3 tablespoons of peanut oil. Then you add some mustard seeds. Let them pop, sizzle. And then you'll add a 1/4 teaspoon of hing, which is asafoetida. Comes in a little jar like this, and then you can kind of just use as many green chilies as you like. Just make sure that you've slit open, because otherwise they will just burst. Now I have turned the heat off after adding the chilies because I don't want the spices to burn. So we haven't added any salt in the dal. So need a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of ground turmeric, a teaspoon of ground cumin. This is half a teaspoon, that's why I'm adding 2. So 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, Some nice tablespoon of jaggery, and if you haven't got jaggery, can't find jaggery, then use nice dark brown sugar. The heat is off, it's hot enough to kind of cook this. Now we add this to our dal. So this is not a dal that is kind of very liquidy. If you want, you can obviously add some water. I might just add 100 ml of boiling water. But if I'm having it with parathas, I wouldn't add any water at all. That consistency is lovely. Just to loosen it up. I'm going to plate this now. Got one last thing to add. Just a splash of lemon juice goes in. That's going to really bring this to life. And there is your lachko moong, which is simply spiced moong dal. Just no frills, gorgeous, healthy moong dal. Just finish with some more chilies if you like, a few leaves of coriander, and there it is. I love green moong. The flavor is so different to the previous green moong dals I've made because it's got a little bit of jaggery, which just with the lemon juice and lots of chili. It's just literally no spices. It's just the flavors of the fresh ingredients. So delicious. Also, don't forget the written recipe. If some of you are keen in written recipes, it's in the book. Don't forget to subscribe. Have it with rice, sourdough bread, buttered toast, or chapati. Whatever you do, try it, enjoy it. Come back soon. Till then, bye.